it is not anything for you.
Because if you try to make decisions whilst you're desperate, matters of the self that people face on a daily basis, right? It's always about the negative, what is not working at the moment. The list of excuses that people will come up when they hear the word solitude.
For things to change in life, something has to change about you. Albert Einstein said, if you are doing the same thing and expecting a different result, that is by definition insanity. So many of us, we have dreams, we have aspirations. However, we get up every single day and we expect things to change. We expect things to get better. In other words, we are looking forward to luck so that we can get the things we want, the job, the car, the girl, the man, the great relationship, the business, the breakthrough. But life doesn't work like that. The universe is kind, but she's not stupid. She gives to him or her who reciprocates. What do I mean by that? For you to get anything in life, you have to give something to get something, and that is a fact. The air that we're breathing in now, it's oxygen. But in order for us to get oxygen, we have to give off carbon dioxide. And likewise, there are many other things we can use to relate to that. You have to come to the complete understanding that the life you have right now, the habits that you have right now, the actions that you are taking on a daily basis, it is moving you farther away from that thing that you want, from that version of yourself that you aim to be. It is full time we stop being delusional. You know that you're wasting time. You know that the smoking, the drinking, the partying, all of that is just for social acceptance. But deep down in yourself, you know that's not serving you. You know that that's not who you are. You know you want to change. You know you want to be more. You see yourself as someone adding value to people's life, whether through a product that you provide or a service. You want to give of yourself. You want to find your purpose. But how can you find your purpose when you remain in that delusional state? It's full time. You sit down with yourself, be straightforward, cut the BS, and just say it for what it is. You need to say, I am broke. I am not educated as how I would want to be. I am lazy. I need to get in shape. And write down the actions that you need to take. If you need to get help in doing this, get the necessary help that you need. We have to face the facts. We cannot sugarcoat this thing. Men and women, the society that we live in, we need you. Our children need you in order to create a better future. Far too often, we waste our life and we wait until we are in our 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s to realize that we have wasted so much time when we could have contributed to society in a positive way and give of ourselves. Take actions that's going to push you towards developing yourself. That's why I am here. I was like you. I was the guy who was always smoking the cigarette or smoking the weed. I used to drink when I was stressed out, to the point that every morning when I wake up, I used to have an hangover. And I used to do it every single day. I smoked like a pack of cigarettes at one point in time every day. And I used to tell myself that I am stressed, I am depressed, and this is how I have to deal with it. But that is a lie. That's not how you have to deal with it. And society feeds and nurtures this type of mindset to keep you stuck, to keep you on a low frequency, to keep you on a low level, because they are going to benefit whenever you're in that state. You're going to fall into the rat race, you're going to fall into the trap. We have to say no more. We have to fight for ourselves. I am fighting right now because I know that there's greatness inside of me, and likewise, there's greatness inside of you. It doesn't matter what type of skill or talent we have. And even if you think you do not have one, you have a purpose. And everybody's purpose is different. You just need to take the time out to identify it, to find it, or allow it to come to you. But you cannot do that when you're in all the noise, or drowning in the noise, the partying, the over excess of sex and drinking. These things keep you blind. It puts a veil over your eyes and it keeps you stuck. In a world like this, it is so hard to be authentic. It is so hard to be yourself because society wants you to reject that side of you. But I am here as a reminder. I am here to distort that illusion and that mentality, to say that you can live the life that you so desire. But you have to be intentional and understand that it is not going to come easy. It is going to take every cell in your body to fight against a system that wants to keep you down on a low frequency. If it means you have to go and learn how to read, go and learn how to read. Go and find the knowledge that you need to find that is going to elevate your mindset. Because in elevating your mindset, you are now going to have that knowledge or that skill that you can pass on to other individuals. That's going to plant a seed of growth inside of them. You're going to plant inspiration inside of them. And that will only be a ripple effect if you do it. Before I started this YouTube channel, I knew that there was something I wanted to contribute to mankind. I know that my voice is something that people are yearning for. They might not know it, but I had that feeling. However, I didn't know what to say or how to say it. So I struggled with that on the inside. But somewhere along the journey, I started to surround myself with people who are doing the very thing that I'm doing now, and even more. And they motivated me. They pushed me. They told me that I can do this. All I need to do is to be consistent, be resilient. And here I am on my own, producing my own videos. Who in the hell thought that I could have done that? Not me. Not me at all. But I say all of that to say, each and every one of you have it inside of you to do every and anything that you imagine yourself to do. Regardless of what the world has told you, regardless of what your mom, your dad, family, friends, associates have told you before, I am here to say this to you. You can be anything that you want to be once you decide on it and understand that this is who I want to be, or this is what I want, and you take the actionable steps. I can say this without a doubt in the world. You are going to get it. As a matter of fact, it is already yours from the moment you decide. Because a lot of us are living in a scarcity mindset. We don't believe we are good enough to have this or good enough to have that. Maybe because of the environment that we grew up in, maybe because of the things that we were constantly told a lot as a child. So it creates that trauma inside of us to think that we are not good enough or that thing is not good enough for me. And that's why you have to do the inner work. That's why meditation is a must, because you have to break yourself from those belief system or paradigm of thinking. Because if you don't, it doesn't matter what you get in life, you will never think that you are enough because of those belief systems. So you are needed. That voice, that skill, that intellect, that humor, just your presence, it is needed in this world. And you cannot be afraid to give it. That's why you are here. You are here to be of service to your fellow men and women, to your children. You're here to serve. And when you're serving people, for me, it is a joy to know whenever I put a video out, I see people commenting and saying that thank you for this. This video really brought me back into perspective, or this video really changed my life, or I can relate to this because of a certain situation. To me, that is so fulfilling than even money, because it shows me that someone or people out there want to hear that message. So you cannot be afraid. And not only that, if you refuse to be the better version of yourself, you're doing not only a disservice to yourself, but a disservice to other men and women in the world. I say that to say, take some time and just make the decision to become better. Follow my YouTube channel so that you can get the daily tips or weekly tips to improve on yourself, as well as I'm looking forward to do a podcast where I will have people come and we'll have a one-on-one conversation about struggles, about they been struggling and then moving to success. So once again, thank you for joining into the Resilience Hub, and just stay tuned.
This is the Resilience Hub.